Dear students, welcome to the new session of Class 10 Physics, Chapter Electricity, Part 1. Dear students, in this chapter we are discussing about electricity, and the term is electricity is familiar to you. So we know that everywhere in our life, everywhere we are using this electricity, right? In medical field, in domestic appliances, or in industry, everywhere we are using this electricity. So it is an important source of energy in the modern times, right? Yes, in this chapter we are discussing about this electricity. Clear? Okay, the first term, electric current. Simply, what do you mean by electric current? You just consider it as a conductor. It's a conductor, and a number of charged particles are there in the conductor. So whenever we are giving the external potential, means current or external potential, then this charged particles starts moving through the conductor. Clear? So here you can see it shows the movement of charged particles whenever we are applying an external potential. So this movement of charged particles through a conductor is called electric current, or the electric current is defined as the rate of flow of charges through a conductor. So just consider these dots are the charges, and these charges are moving in the conductor, which means an electricity is passing through this conductor, because the movement of charges through a conductor is called electricity, or simply electric current. Clear? Yes. Now you got the term charge. What do you mean by charge? The types of charges. There are two types of charges, positive charges and negative charges. These are the two different types of charges. And the properties of charges, unlike charges, attract each other. Unlike charges means opposite charges, means a positive charge and a negative charge. They always attract each other. Another case, the like charges repel each other, which means what? Positive charges or negative charges, they repel each other. So these are the important properties of charges. Clear? Yes. Next, static electricity. You may have studied about the static electricity and current electricity in standard 8. So what do you mean by static electricity? In the case of static electricity, the charges remain at rest. Means there is no movement of charges. For example, the plastic comb and paper pieces, means in standard 8 you may have studied that you are rubbing this plastic comb with your dry hair, and after that you are just showing this plastic comb to the pieces of paper. Then you can see that these papers are getting attracted to the plastic comb. Why? Initially the plastic comb was electrically neutral. So after rubbing with the hair, what happened there? The charges get transferred from the hair to the plastic comb. So there the plastic comb acquired some amount of energy or charge from the dry hair. Due to the presence of that acquired charge, the paper pieces are getting attracted to the plastic comb. And in this situation, static electricity plays an important role. Clear? And another example, the glass rod rubbed with silk cloth. Here a silk cloth is there, and you are rubbing the silk cloth with a glass rod. Glass rod means it's a pencil-like glass structure that you are using in the laboratory. So if you are rubbing with this silk cloth, there again static electricity plays an important role. So in all these cases, static electricity plays an important role, very, very important role. And the speciality is that in the case of static electricity, there is no movement of charge. That is why it is called static. Static means stationary. Static electricity. There is no movement of charge. The charges remain at rest. They do not move. Clear? So these are some basic examples. So you should study these examples. Clear? Yes. Next one, current electricity. And this current electricity is familiar to you. That means the electric charges are in motion. In the case of current electricity, the charges are in motion. Means, as I have told you earlier, the conductor is there and the charges are continuously passing through the conductor. So in such cases, the charges are moving through the conductor. Clear? And the speciality is that in the case of current electricity, the charges are moving. In the case of static electricity, the charges remain at rest. So the current electricity, the charges are in motion. For example, electricity which we use in our homes. To operate fan, mixer, grinder, washing machine, fridge, everything we are using this current electricity. Clear? Next, conductors, insulators and semiconductors. So in this case, the examples of conductors, metallic conductors, silver, copper, aluminum, iron, etc. So here you can see that VB and CB. Then what is this VB and CB? VB means valence band and CB means conduction band. In the case of metals or conductors, this valence band and conduction band are overlapped. They are in overlapped manner. Clear? So generally this valence band which consists a number of electrons, as compared to the valence band, conduction band is generally empty or partially filled. So whenever you are applying external potential to this conductor, then the electrons from the valence band started moving towards the conduction band, or the electrons jumped out from the valence band and moved to the conduction band. And this movement of electrons means negatively charged particles, or this movement of charges or movement of electrons, it produces electricity. Clear? At the same time, in case of semiconductors, in semiconductors means the conductivity of semiconductor is greater than that of insulator but less than that of conductors or metals. Examples of semiconductor, silicon, germanium, etc. In the case of semiconductors, the conduction band and valence band, they are not overlapped, but they are separated by a small gap. They are separated by a small gap. Even then, whenever we are applying this external potential to the semiconductor, the valence band electrons are able to move towards the conduction band because this gap is very small. That is why the conductivity of semiconductor is less than that of the conductor but greater than that of insulator. Clear? Then the last one, insulator. Insulator means these are the materials that does not allow the passage of electricity through it. Examples, glass, rubber, paper, wood, etc. In this case, you can see that this valence band and conduction band, they are separated by a large distance or a very big gap is there. And in this case, even if you are applying this external potential to the insulator, the electrons, they try to jump from the valence band, but they do not reach the conduction band. Means the electrons cannot move towards the conduction band. So the insulators are the materials that does not allow the passage of electricity through it. Semiconductors means semiconductors are the materials and thus conductivity lies between conductors and insulators. Then in the case of a conductor, the valence band and conduction band, they are overlapped. Clear? So these are the points regarding conductors, insulators and semiconductors. Clear? Yes. So these are the general ideas about the chapter electricity. In the coming days, we will discuss the chapter in detail. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching video.